Welcome back. In this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to fold this origami wildflower. It looks like this when you're done, and in a separate video I have how to make the stem that you insert into the bottom so that it can stand up as a decoration. Okay, so to get started making the origami wildflower, you're going to need a sheet of origami paper. In class, you can use one of the free choice origami sheets, so you have two pieces, one for the stem and one for the flower. And then you're going to take the top corner, fold it down to make a triangle, and then slide it to the outside edge until these two pieces here are parallel. Once you have those two pieces parallel, crease it along the diagonal using your bone folder. This will make sure you have a nice, strong crease. Then take your scissors and cut off this bottom piece, and you can use that extra bottom piece to make one more square for your stem in the next video. Okay, once you have your origami square like this, you're going to use, and excuse me while I switch out so I have a colored piece here, you're going to use the bottom corner and fold it up to the top corner and valley fold it like this. Okay, you should already have that crease from creating your square. Then take the right corner and fold it, valley folding it over to the left corner like that. Crease that valley fold. And now we need to make a preliminary base. I've shown you how to make a preliminary base in other videos using what I call the magic button, but this time we're going to use a squash fold. I'm going to separate these two flaps of paper, and while I'm holding this one down, I'm going to take this top corner here that's poking up and bring it down to that corner like that. Then I'm just going to flatten this down and make that into our mountain fold. Okay, there you'll have this diamond shaped piece of paper. Flip your whole sheet over like that and do the same procedure on this side. You're going to take that flap and get it pointing upwards. Get those two flaps to open, and then bring the crease of that center crease of that paper down to meet the center and crease out to the sides. This is called a preliminary base. You should have the open part here pointing away from you and the closed part together at the bottom. Then you're going to take this bottom flap here. You have two flaps, 1, 2, and 2 on this side, 1, 2. You're going to take this bottom edge here and fold it right up to this center line like this. Okay. Now follow the same procedure on the other side. Take this outside edge and fold it up into the center line so it goes like that. And crease it with your bone folder to make sure it's nice and solid. Now flip your paper over and follow the same procedure. This bottom flat edge, folding it, valley folding it into the center. And same thing on the other side, symmetrically folding that into the center like so. Alright, now to make the wiggly part of the wildflower here, you take your scissors and you just cut a wiggly line from this corner over to the other one. Now depending on which way you wiggle your scissors and make your line will give you a different effect, whether it's zigzaggy or curvy or more natural or whatever. You'll come up with a different kind of flower. Okay, so that's what it looks like when I'm done cutting it. Now you're going to separate these flaps here, and you're going to valley fold this one down so that that other paper stands up. Okay, and you'll see how these two flaps here and here are standing up. Now you can lift it off the table, and if you pull that back and kind of mountain fold it backwards, you'll come up with a flower shape like that. Now, you could do one of two things. You could lay this down and actually flatten it, kind of like I did with my other model, like that. Or you just kind of leave it kind of crinkly and more natural looking. Either way works. But at the end, you want it to look something like that. Now, if you want to go around and trim the edges a little bit some more, you can. But then you've got this point down here at the bottom. If you take your scissors and just trim a tiny little bit off, and just trim the edge, then the stem that I show you how to make in a different video, in the stem video, you can take the pointy end and stick it right into this hole here. And make sure you have a big enough hole there to stick it into. But then that will hold up the flower to make a decoration. So there's the flower when it's finished. Okay? And that's how you create an origami wildflower.